Last season, we made a big step as far as where our program was. We went away in 2021, 2022 season with only 2 regional placers and 1 national qualifier, finishing, I think, 15th or 16th in the region, which was a tough day. And now this year, we're moving toward, or this past year we moved towards, 7th in the region with 6 regional placers, knocking off a ton of teams, and we had guys knocking off returning All-Americans and punching their ticket to the national tournament. And I think last year was a big step for the program because we had a lot of young guys see success. We had a lot of young guys see 20 wins, 25 wins. Our dual team really picked up some steam with nine wins, and the only thing that we really didn't accomplish was a big step in the conference, which is something that we really want to focus on this year. Preseason this year was great. We really turned it up a notch on our guys and went in a lot more specific things that we wanted to work on. Guys responded to the toughness of it. Guys responded to just the level of intensity that we wanted to provide. And it was unique because we had the opportunity to actually get in certain dates where we could coach and we could work on technique. So being able to get our freshmen off the ground running right away and teach them the style of drilling that we want and a lot of the habits that we want to build prior to even season starting up was huge for us. So guys were excited. We put them through the grinder and got a lot better from it. Expectations for us is to improve off last year's performance and take the next big step. I think we have goals where we want to be a top 25 team in the country. We want to be a top 3 team in the conference. We really believe that we have the team to do that. We have the horses in the stable that can be nationally ranked, top 10, top 15 throughout the entire year. So with the certain guys that we have coming back and the certain guys that we brought in, we really believe confidently that we can be up there with some of the best teams in the country and the conference. We want all of our wrestlers to take that next big step, whether we have a guy that's trying to win 10 matches, whether we have a guy that's trying to be a national champion. I think that's what makes a program so special. That's what makes a culture so functional and successful, is when every guy is working towards their individual goals and you have that camaraderie with them. That's imperative. We want everybody to be working towards something that's going to elevate them as a human being. So we have some guys that put in some great work in the off season and have very high goals for themselves. One of our guys was a national qualifier last year, and Jake Blair, and I know he has the expectation of being on the podium and in the future being on the top of the podium. So for a guy like him, the work ethic is even more so, and the habits that he has to build, and he's got to inconvenience himself to make sure that he is growing. Every one of these guys has to put themselves in uncomfortable positions in order to make those next steps. But we want all 10 guys in our lineup to make big jumps, and we want every guy on our roster to make improvements on who they were from last year. But individual-wise, we're looking for guys like Jake from the national tournament to get on the podium as All-Americans. We're looking for guys like Ryan Arndt and Luke Moore and some others that were regional placers to now make that next step and qualify for that national tournament. So high expectations for our men and everything that they're looking to achieve this year. Expectations are for 10 guys to put their best product out there at that point in time. So we know that this is not going to be their best product of the year. We know that this is not going to be their championship level competition as far as how they compete, but we want their highest compete level this week. Stevens is a great program, been consistently a top 5 team in the country, dominated the MAC conference, so I can think of no better way than to see where we're at or see what grit we have than to start right off the year with them. So my expectation is we have 10 guys that are going to go in there, 10 guys that are going to compete really hard, try to score a lot of points, and after that see where the result leads them.